Dominic.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in today. How has your week been?
Good.
That's good. Can you tell me what you did?
I went to school, did some chores for mom. I got to hang out with a couple of friends one day after school. And that was really it.
Nice. So, you've been helping mom around the house with chores?
Yeah, she's asked me to, and I don't know, if I don't do it, then she'll just be up my ass about it, so.
Hmm. What's that been like?
Her being up my ass.
You helping out with chores?
It's been okay. I mean, I don't really enjoy doing it, but it's nice to not fight with my mom and sort of just get them done. But there's a lot of times I don't really feel like doing it, and then she yells at me, and it's like, well, if I did it yesterday, like I feel like that's enough. Like, sometimes I just feel like it's too much.
You don't want to do it every single day.
Yeah, it feels like I'm like a child slave.
That's nice that you're helping out. I bet she appreciates it.
Maybe. I don't know. She didn't really say anything.
Mm.
I think she said thank you like once, but it's more of like her attitude is like, you're supposed to be doing this, so I shouldn't thank you for things that you're supposed to be doing.
Okay. She giving you an allowance or anything?
Not really. She's not paying me or anything. Which makes me feel like it's even more like it's child slavery. But, you know, she's nicer to me, I guess. You know, she's like, if you do your chores and you go to school and you get your work done, you know, you can play as much video games as you want. And, I mean, I feel like she's just sort of saying that though, because after like I go to school, get my chores done, do my schoolwork, I don't even have like a lot of time to play video games. So she's just making it seem like a lot better than it really is.
Hmm. What about on the weekends? Do you have time on the weekends to play video games?
Yeah. But I mean, I still have chores to do on the weekends, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, not really. Sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I just sort of don't really care anymore about video games.
Really? Hmm.
Like sometimes.
Was there a change in something that happened that made you not like them as much?
I don't know, like last couple of weeks I just haven't been as interested in it, and I don't know,
Are you glad about that, or?
I mean, no, I mean, I like video games, I just have other things to do, and sometimes I don't really even have like that much energy to play them after I'm done with everything, so,
Sounds like you've been busy too.
yeah,
You've been going to school, you said,
yep,
and
every day.
that's great. And you've been helping out around the house, and you said you hung out with some friends after school?
Yeah, it was only like for one day,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, after school, I hung out with a couple of friends who, like, I used to be really good friends with, but since everything happened and I stopped going to school, I didn't really talk to them, and so when they started seeing me more in school, they started talking to me, just being like, hey, what's going on? But I think they knew something was wrong, but, you know, I don't really want to bother them with that stuff, so, I just started hanging out with them, and they all skateboard, and I used to skateboard, but I sort of just hung out with them and watched them skateboard, and there were some other kids there, and yeah. Yeah, so I just hung out.
Okay. What was that like, hanging out with friends that you hadn't hung out with in a while?
It was okay. I mean, I don't know if I really want to say like it was good, but yeah, like I laughed a couple of times, and you know, it was kind of nice to like not just go home and do chores, or you know what I mean, just do homework. Like I needed a break, and it felt like, you know, a nice break to mix it up. I mean, that was, I don't remember what day it was last week, but there was another day where they asked me to hang out, and I said I couldn't, and I probably should have, but I just didn't really have the energy to, and you know, I just didn't really want to. I felt like it just wasn't a good idea. Like I wasn't in a good mood, and
Yeah.
so, I mean, I felt kind of bad about that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, we all have low energy sometimes and don't want to hang out with other people.
Yeah.
Did something specific happen that day that made you not have a very good day?
Not really. I mean, just went to school, and I mean, teacher was kind of giving me some, I don't know, she wasn't giving me like shit, but like she was sort of giving me a little bit of attitude about, you know, like one of my assignments and stuff like that. And like I did the work, and she was like, you need to show all your work, and I was like, I showed my work. It was math, and
Yeah.
I showed my work, but she was like, no, you need to show like more. Like, it's like, well, what difference does it make if I have the right answer? She was like, well, I need to make sure that you can do the work. I was like, well, I did do the work because I have the right answer. So, I mean, that's all I said to her, and then she pretty much gave me a bigger attitude about it, and I just said, yeah, whatever, and I went back to my seat, and she didn't really do anything about it, so
Okay.
that was fine.
But that put a damper on your day a little.
Yeah, it made me really mad, and you know, I mean, I'm glad that she's just let it go, because I feel like if she started like, if she like followed me to my desk, or like tried to keep talking to me more about it, then I would have like yelled at her and got suspended or got in trouble or whatever. So that was good.
So you showed some self-control too. You walked away and went to your desk.
Yeah, I feel like other kids would have gotten in trouble for it, but I feel like the teacher like thinks that I'm all messed up, and so she just like let go. At that point, I didn't even really care, but then later I was thinking about it, and she shouldn't have just let me say whatever to her like that. And I felt bad a little bit too that I gave her attitude, but in all honesty, she started it, so.
Yeah. I know that you've been on the medication that your psychiatrist prescribed for a while now.
Yeah.
Do you feel any different in terms of your mood?
I guess a little bit. I mean, it's been like 3 weeks, and they tell you like, oh, you won't feel a difference for after like a month or something, but I definitely felt different, like, right away. Yeah,
Different how?
I don't know, just not like myself. Like,
Mhm.
sometimes I have energy to do things, and then sometimes I don't have energy to do things, and I don't know, I don't know, I just don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I'm thinking like myself. I mean, there's some good things and some bad things, you know. Um, I'm hungry all the time, which I know is like from the medication,
Okay.
and I just,
So you get to eat more food?
yeah, I don't want to eat more, but I'm always hungry.
Mm.
And, you know, sometimes I'm irritable, but then other times I'm not. And I don't really know if the medication's working, but my mom says that it like sort of is. She says like she notices that I'm happier more often. But I sort of just notice like how sometimes I'm just like getting into arguments more with people, and I don't know. I don't know if like it's a new thing, like I'm getting into more arguments, or if I'm just noticing that I'm getting into arguments more. But
Hmm.
I don't really feel like myself all the time with it.
Have you gotten into, or how many arguments have you gotten into
What?
since you've
who?
been on it?
With like my mom?
Oh, so arguments with mom.
Yeah, well, like usually with like the teacher, I got in an argument, but like sometimes I get in arguments with those people anyway, so I don't really know if it's more arguments or not, but
Okay.
I just notice it more.
So those are some negative side effects that you've noticed,
Yeah,
but you said that there's some positive ones too?
yeah. I mean, when I told my mom I hung out with friends, she was like, "That's really good." And then a couple of days later, she asked me if I would eat dinner with her. Like we could like sit down and have like a nice like sit down dinner. And I said, okay, even though I don't like to do that. And then she was saying that she was noticing that like I was helping out more with chores, and like I was being more compliant with things. And you know, and she also said like she was glad that I hung out with friends, and she felt like that was like she ended up like talking about the medication, and I didn't really like it when she did, and I don't really want to be on it. I'm sort of just doing it to like, I don't know, because everybody's like been telling me that I need to try it, so I'm trying it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying like she felt that because I was on the medication, I was like just doing more, like I was bettering myself in some ways. And I didn't like the way she was talking about it, because it made it seem like it's the medication doing the work and not me.
Mm.
And that wasn't like her point, but like that's how I took it.
Okay.
And I
What do
don't
you-
know.
So you took it as kind of discrediting all the hard work that you've done,
Yeah.
and but she didn't, you don't think that she meant it that way?
No.
How do you think she meant it?
She meant it like, oh, it's helping you, you know, you're doing some things that you wouldn't be doing unless you took the medication. But like she wasn't saying that it was the medication was the reason I was doing it. Like the medication was helping me be able to do it.
Okay. So
But-
you took,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
But like I was irritable, and I just didn't really want to talk about it, and I just took it the wrong way, and I just said, okay, whatever. And like kept eating, and then she was like, no, like you're not understanding me. Like was trying to like explain it. And I get what she was doing, but I just like didn't care, and it just ended up making her feel worse and worse. And
Okay.
I don't know, I was just really quiet for a while, and then, you know, she asked if I was mad at her, and then I just said no, and then she changed the subject, and we talked about this TV show that I like to watch.